Well, welcome back to Ronnie Sports Corner. I know it's been a while. Sorry for a long time off. Life happens. Uh, but welcome back. This year I would definitely try to be more consistent. Week by week, y'all know football goes on, so I'll try to have an episode or two in each week, telling y'all about, updating y'all about what's going on and my thoughts on everything. But welcome back to Ronnie Sports Corner. I'm your host, Ronnie McKee, of course. I got my guy Sam with me.
What's going on?
Um, so y'all know football season's around the corner, so we about to get into the NFL. Before I start, like this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribing. I got a lot more videos coming, and just let me know what y'all want to hear about, because I'll make sure I'm listening, and anything I don't know, I will definitely put an effort to try to know. So just let me know what y'all think. But we're gonna start how we start every year. If you follow me, you know we start off with our predictions and the breakdown of each conference. So today we're doing the AFC. Um Neither one of our teams are in the AFC. Obviously, y'all see whole bunch of Georgia, Atlanta, everything like that. So y'all already know Falcons. He's Minnesota if y'all don't know. It's Minnesota.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
so we're going to the AFC. We have no horses in this race. So this might be the most unbiased y'all going to get. Um so here we go. We're gonna start off with the AFC South. Tennessee, they got Cam Ward, picked them up this year. Good little pickup. They need a QB. Uh, um, Will Levis just wasn't that guy. Just wasn't that guy. Mayonnaise man, as they like to call him.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wasn't that guy.
terrible guy, actually.
Um,
Pick
you got Jaguars picking up Travis
up that boy
Hunter.
Travis.
Yeah, playing both sides, so he should be able to help them offensively and defensively. You got Texans, the winner of the conference, coming back. I mean, of the division coming back. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, CJ Stroud
They
another
lose
year.
Stephon Diggs.
Oh yeah, yeah. Stephon Diggs to the Patriots. Yep.
Yep.
So he lost a little bit, but we'll see how he pick up, and yeah, and who am I
Indianapolis
missing?
Colts.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The Colts, y'all can't blame me for missing. Y'all can't. But yeah, so
They
what do you
just
think
named
about
their
the conference?
starter as well. Yeah, I said they
Yeah.
just named their key starter, Danny Dimes or Daniel
Mhm.
Jones. Daniel
Oh
Jones.
yeah,
My
yeah.
fault.
So what do you think about the conference? AFC South, of course.
This is one of those conferences that you just get to watch out and see what they do here. I don't think much will come from the AFC South for real. I am excited to see what Travis does, what he can do, what he can do on both the offensive and defensive side. And also, Cam Ward looked good versus you all
He went
preseason
two for
game. So
seven.
uh, I like how he still looked good to me. He looked like he ready to play. And of course, we can't go off preseason, but just from his structure, I thought he was going to be a lot slower paced. It didn't look like he brought any of the gimmicks from Miami over to the NFL, which I appreciated. Because I feel like some of his highlight plays, it was like the walking thing was actually very terrible. I didn't like that gimmick at all. It helped him a lot out. It helped him out a lot though when it came to getting drafted. But just me watching it, I was like, okay, I don't really care for you walking on the field.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I'm interested to see what the Colts do. Like I said, they'll start Daniel Jones. Looks like Anthony Richards probably done there. I'm hoping he doesn't become a certified backup because he started out strong his rookie year, and of course we've seen what happened when he kind of quit on his team mid-season. So it's just kind of I feel like this AFC South is just watch and find out, see what happens.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So you do realize the Texans picked up Nick Chubb, right?
Sorry?
Texans picked up Nick Chubb.
I don't think that changes much to me personally. He's coming off an injury now.
Yeah. He is. But looking at the conference, honestly, I'm looking up all the pickups. That's what I'm kind of looking to, right? I'm looking up everybody pickups, and honestly, nobody really got too much of a dynamic player, honestly. What I will tell you about the conference is a lot of these quarterbacks is they make or break a year. I believe Travis, and what's Sunshine name for Jaguars?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, my bad. Trevor Lawrence is on the make or break a year because he came out of Clemson very, very highly touted. They was having him as the next guy, and we just haven't saw any of that. We saw like a glimpse one season. Other than that,
Yep.
we haven't really saw too much of it.
That's the Waffle House season, no?
Yeah.
That's the Waffle House season. I remember it.
Yeah. Obviously Anthony Richardson is on a make or break a year. He doesn't even start off the season starting, so that should tell you a lot. Daniel Jones, I don't even think it's make or break for Daniel Jones. He stole his money from the Giants, so he's pretty much good for the rest of his life if he wants to be.
Yeah.
But
he's stealing from everybody.
Yeah, because Colts thinking he's the guy.
He remind me of somebody though.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that one right now. That's NFC. We'll wait on that one. Obviously the Texans. I believe the Texans are probably the favorite to win the division, of course. They released Stephon Diggs. Well, release, trade, whichever one you want to say. Stephon Diggs is gone. You got Nico Collins. If he can stay healthy, he's a good number one. But he's always injured for some reason. Tank Dell had the horrific knee injury, so him coming back off of that is gonna take some time. I'm not sure who else they got catching the ball from. They trade for Christian Kirk, though. They did trade for Christian Kirk. So that might help them a little bit. But I just don't know, because if they couldn't make things work with Stephon Diggs, now you put Christian Kirk in there, who's kind of, I mean, he's not as much of a diva as Stephon Diggs, so that might help. But I don't know. Then you got Tennessee, who Tennessee had the number one pick. So how much are we really expecting out of them? We're just trying to see Cam Ward kind of progress and see what type of quarterback Cam Ward is going to be for the future. So I don't put much into Tennessee, even though they got Calvin Ridley. They got they picked up another wide receiver. I know I'm forgetting somebody. But like I said, they got some weapons for him to throw to.
Is Calvin Ridley still a weapon?
Who?
Is Calvin Ridley still a weapon?
I mean, he can get you 1,000 yards.
No. I didn't see last year's stats for him.
We get you 1,000 yards. Thank you. Thank you. They might have froze for a second, but yeah, he'll get you 1,000 yards. So, sorry, everybody, for the technical difficulties. It's been a while. But yeah, we don't have too much to say about the AFC South. I'm sorry for any AFC South fans, but it's just not too much to go off of with that conference. It's just not a lot. But we're gonna go to a little bit more competitive division. We're gonna go to AFC West. Obviously, Kansas City has been running that for a while. You got the Broncos, who just took a step up last year, got them a new QB. Looked very promising.
Yes.
They
look like some dogs, man. Especially towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
They're playing some
very
real
good defense.
hard-nosed football.
They just re-signed some of those players for the defense also. So very good defense. You got the Chargers. I want to get more into the Chargers in a little while, but I'm gonna say you got the Chargers and you had the Raiders. Raiders. That's all I got to say.
Didn't the Raiders pick up Geno?
Yeah, Gino, they picked up Ashton Genty, and obviously they got
Mhm.
Brock Bowers still.
Yep.
My thing with the Chargers, because like I said, I wanted to get into the Chargers. I'm starting to feel away because Justin Herbert keep getting in this top 7, 8, you know, and the guy hasn't done anything. Now, believe me, I believe he has talent. I definitely believe he has talent. Can make like almost every throw. I ain't gonna say every throw, but almost every throw. But I'm trying to figure out how this guy always like never goes to the playoffs. Like he's been in the playoffs one season, and we can't say he didn't have talent. He had Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, and he's
I
been to the
mean,
playoffs one time.
I got to play the Chiefs a couple times throughout the year.
I'm talking about wild card. I'm talking about at least getting a
Okay,
wild.
okay, come on,
I'm talking
man.
about
Yeah,
the wild card
I
now.
can tell
I'm
you
not
why.
even
What's
talking about. I'm not talking about winning the division. I'm talking about wild card now.
fair enough? Fair enough.
So I mean, shit. Didn't Bo Nix just make it with the Broncos?
Hmm. They did. They
Okay,
did.
so why can't we ask the same thing on the Chargers?
I think wasn't it Harbaugh's first or second year with the
It
team?
was Harbaugh first year. I'm talking about from Justin Herbert though.
Yeah. But I'm just throwing. I'm just thinking of ideas on why they ended what 11-6 last year, so we weren't too far off.
Yeah, I mean, last year I will say is I don't feel like Justin Herbert had enough weapons. I will say that. I mean,
Mm,
Lad McConkey was his number one, so I will say I don't feel like he had enough weapons. So I will give him a pass on last year, but my whole thing is his whole career. They keep putting him in the top 7 to 8 conversations, and we just haven't saw like wins. Like we might see empty calories because we might see him have 4,000, 5,000 yard seasons, but we don't see wins. And
yeah,
obviously, I think the Raiders are going to be at the bottom of the division. Sorry for anybody who like the Raiders, but I mean, I just think they're building. I don't think
yeah,
they're there. I mean, Brock Bowers, I believe he will be a top 5 tight end in the NFL. Ashton Genty, I think if you give him 2 years, he'd be a top 6, 7 running back in the league. Give him 2 to 3 years. I don't believe in Geno Smith. I just don't.
why not?
I mean, he's had some pretty good seasons because with Seattle he played pretty good.
What he
But
say?
man,
They wrote him off, and he ain't right back.
yeah, now he got traded. Yeah,
That is true.
for Sam Darnold. But yeah, like I was saying, I just don't. I don't know. It's just something about Geno that I just can't put my faith in. Then you got Broncos. Given the AFC North, I'm not sure if Broncos repeat going to playoffs.
You don't think so?
It's gonna be rough. But it's a possibility because I only got one team going out of AFC South.
Who?
So
Oh, never mind.
I got the Texans winning that division.
The Texans.
Yeah. We got Jaguars.
Uh,
That's the only other team you can
actually,
come up
yeah.
with that's going that's going because if you say Indianapolis or Tennessee, I'm saying you're crazy.
Can't say I'm too crazy. Can't say I'm too crazy. You can't say I'm too crazy, but we'll see what weapons they got, I guess, to throw it to out there in Houston. But okay, I'm not mad at the Houston play. But I do feel like Indianapolis will have a strong push this season.
With Daniel Jones.
I don't think Daniel Jones is in for the full season. I think he
So
starts,
who
but I
so
think
you
they
gonna
put
put
Anthony
Anthony
back in.
Richardson?
I think they
You,
put
you
Anthony
you
back
believe in
in.
Anthony Richardson who's but I'm not sure. I think he's barely completing 50% of his passes on his career.
Yeah, but I think them starting Daniel Jones over him is to kind of get him back in the right mentality of football. I think him going through that whole fiasco with him kind of quitting throughout the game, the injuries, I think kind of took him out mentally. And I think them starting Daniel Jones over him will probably put a little bit more fire up under him. That's just my thought process to get
You
him
know,
back
you
going.
want to tell
But
you something that's crazy?
hmm,
We went all the way to the AFC South and we talked about the AFC West. But but obviously I got Kansas City winning. Until somebody take Kansas City out, you have to favor them. The defense, they pretty much kept everybody defensively.
hmm.
They lost Joe Tooney. They lost Joe Tooney. That was probably a big loss. But they did pick up another what? You don't think that was a big loss? You saw
No,
that
no, no.
man get killed in the championship.
Yeah, no. I was just go ahead, continue.
Yeah, he was getting destroyed. But they picked up they signed Trey Smith, they re-signed Trey Smith. He was like their best he was like their best blocker this season. And they picked up somebody, but
I thought they picked up a running back. They picked up
nah, the running back I already know. No, they didn't pick up a running back.
who they pick up?
They picked up somebody in the draft. They picked up a lineman in the
Mm,
draft.
okay.
They picked up a lineman in the draft. I think that was huge for them because the way that what happened against the Eagles and the Bucks in those two Super Bowls, honestly, that shit can never happen again.
Yeah.
I mean, that was bad. That's damn near the Brett Favre versus the Saints. Close to it.
Yeah, that is true.
So I mean, I think they definitely did a good job rebuffing the offensive line. They had to trade Joe Tooney away. I know that's a big loss, but they kind of had to for them to get some space to bring someone else in. So, and they needed his blind side more than ever because after 2 seconds, he was running, trying to throw a ball. And I'm being generous when I say 2 seconds because it might not have been 2 seconds. Like he either had to run left or run right. And that's
Yeah.
why people talk about his throw on the run and they think it's because he showing off. If you watch the games, he had
He
to.
got to run. Yeah, he has to get out of there. His
Like
O
he
line is damn near as bad as Joe Burrow's.
oh yeah. Which we don't have much to say about the AFC West because we pretty much already
Yeah, that's raps.
know. But we don't let's go to the AFC North though. I'm gonna let you start off. Obviously, we got Pittsburgh, we got Cincinnati, got the Ravens, and you got Cleveland.
Can we start with Cleveland and their quarterback room and how much of a mess that has been? I think they recently named Joe Flacco the starter today. So Joe Flacco will be the starter for the Cleveland Browns, the 2023 Comeback Player of the Year, Joe Flacco. But I'm definitely interested to see how their season plays out. I think Myles Garrett, he got his big contract over the offseason. Am I correct?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. He signed a 4-year extension, 123 million guaranteed.
ooh-wee. Oof. Ooh-wee. But yeah, so seeing that play out, also with who is it? Gabriel being there. Also, is it Pickens that's there with them?
Pickett,
Pickens,
Pickett,
Shador, Pickett, my fault.
yeah, Kenny Pickett.
Shador, and then I heard seeing some videos with Deshaun. He's working out and he's looking like
People
he's the
honestly forget that Deshaun Watson is even on the team.
yeah,
You want me to tell
because
you
he all
something?
has
That
all
is
that
the
stuff
crazy
going
thing.
on.
Like, nah, he just got married.
Yeah, but I'm saying people forget about it because all the stuff that was going on with him, and then the injuries, everything that's been keeping him off the field. So people
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
that
yeah.
he's still playing with the team.
That's what I'm saying. So when he comes, obviously Joe Flacco he's gonna be pushed out. I'm pretty
Obviously,
sure Kenny Pickett. Yeah, Joe Flacco was at the end of his career.
And Deshaun
I'm
Watson
not
isn't?
sure how much Deshaun Watson is the same age as Mahomes.
You can be the same age as somebody, and your career could be closer to ending than not. We've seen it. You can be younger than somebody, and your age and your time on the field come to an end.
All right, well, I mean, you got a point. You got a point, but like I said, for the most part, I just think that Joe Flacco is going to be moved out. I think that Kenny Pickett is going to be moved out. I think Kenny Pickett just there to be a backup, really. Dylan Gabriel saw him in preseason. He's just another guy. He's a
He
jag.
look good
Just,
though. He look
he's
good.
just not. He's just another guy.
He's just another guy.
Just another guy. He
Well, there's
not.
entertainers and there's competitors, and right now you sound like an entertainer.
Yeah. See, that's the crazy stuff you say. Yeah, he's just another
That's what
guy.
he said about his own teammate.
Honestly, um, I see Shador going somewhere else. Not this year, but I do
Yeah,
see him going somewhere else at some point. Cause I just it's just something about the Browns organization that they get behind the wrong people. And
yeah,
it's just like built inside them, like they get behind the wrong people. It's like they got the right people right in front of them, and they say, you know what, we like that guy right there.
yeah.
Like for all that happened with Deshaun Watson, you could have kept Baker Mayfield.
Exactly. Look where Baker Mayfield's at.
Mm. Like I said, it just seemed like they just picked the wrong guys. And
Mm-hmm.
then, I mean, Jerry Judy, he a pretty good wide receiver. That was a good pickup for him. He had a pretty good season. Yeah, for the most part, I don't really got too much to say about Cleveland. I just think Cleveland gonna be the fourth best team in that. The fourth best, fourth worst, however you want to say it. I just feel like they're gonna be the bottom half of that division.
Yeah,
Then
they got a lot of stuff to work through, and I don't think it's just a player thing. I just like you were mentioning. I think it's just a front office thing. Like there's something. I feel like there's always something missing, or they don't know how to take care of the players that they have in that building. So,
yeah.
um, yeah, it's just, yeah.
Then I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh defense is going to be elite. They got Darius Slay and Jalen Ramsey with I'm missing somebody. They got somebody else also.
But how do you feel with them picking them up and they're on their back half? I don't know. I like the whole show that Ramsey has been putting on with the $5 on his back, the $5 bill on his back plate. What else?
I
He's
don't feel
taking
like
off all the
I
accessories. It
don't
feels
feel
like
like
he's getting back down to the basics.
I don't feel like he had to carry as much of a load anymore, given that he has TJ Watt rushing the passer.
Mm,
So if you can hold up for 2 seconds, TJ Watt most likely is going to be his man. Most likely.
yeah, yeah,
Unless he's getting double teamed. And then you still got Cam Hayward right there.
yeah.
Like I said, a lot of these people, I do agree with you, are at the end of their career, so I do agree with you on that. But they still got a pretty stout defense. Aaron Rodgers, I ain't man. Um,
He got him again.
I don't know, man. It's just so
I
much to say about Aaron Rodgers, and so he's just I don't have no words for it no more. What Aaron Rodgers is.
he's pulling the greatest finesse of all time. I and I don't know what's going on with the NFL. I don't know if these coaches and GMs are kind of living in their glory days where they're seeing high level players at one point start to fade away and they're like, nah, we have to pick them up. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if it's a sympathy play because some careers do that. Hey, he's kind of on his last leg. We're not going to give him as much work. We're still going to give him all his full pay and benefits, and we're going to treat him like how he was at his prime. But at some point, we have to start looking at this like you had Justin Fields there. Could have kept Justin Fields. You had Russell there. Could have kept Russ. Then you had the opportunity or chance to pick up Shador, and you pass on that. And you still end up going with Aaron Rodgers, which is mind-blowing to me, and it doesn't make any sense. Coming off an Achilles injury.
No, that was 2 years ago.
Or 2 years ago, my apologies, because he came back. But still, he didn't make that large of an impact even at the Jets. So it's like I don't understand why they're picking him up. And that was like their main play. Like that was like their main play was picking him up. I just don't understand it. Maybe you can explain it to me.
And I mean, I can't understand the Steelers anyway, because the problem was they needed somebody opposite of Pickens.
Yep.
They pick up DK Metcalf.
Yep.
And trade Pickens away.
Yep.
So now you don't have anybody opposite of DK Metcalf. So I don't understand these guys. But I mean, Mike Tomlin, I believe, makes them look a lot better than what they are, because he just hasn't had a losing season. I mean, he just hasn't had one. So I think he's just making them look a lot better than what they are. Because I mean, the organization, it seemed like, I don't know if it's Mike Tomlin or not, because I know he got a lot of say in who comes in the organization. But from wide receiver, like Antonio Brown, all the divas and all the stuff that went on with the wide receivers, to, all the stuff that's going on as far as them not being able to find a quarterback right now of the future. For the past like 3 or 4 years, they've been struggling with a quarterback of the future.
I would say since Ben.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Since Ben has been a struggle.
They got a lot going on. But we're gonna go to the teams that's a little bit more, that we expect a little bit more out of. Now, I will tell y'all this. This is what I've been waiting on all day. Cincinnati.
Cincinnati
about to screw themselves. And a lot of people, when I break this down, I'm gonna break it down so y'all can understand. Cincinnati had a team that was going to the AFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, it's Cincinnati. They're not used to winning.
Yep.
So what does Cincinnati do? First of all, they gave us Jesse Bates. Thank you. You didn't want to pay Jesse Bates. He one of the top safeties in the league.
Crazy.
You gave him to us. Then you not only said Jesse Bates leaving, you said I don't give a damn about the rest of my defense. So now your defense is getting killed. Like, everybody's scoring 30. You have one of the top sack leaders in the league. The only bright spot on your defense, you don't want to pay him. You have a rookie. You put all types of crazy stuff in his contract. So rookie damn near don't want to sign his contract. So you got 2 of your defensive players who can rush the passer, because you don't have nobody in the back. Like, you don't have no type of secondary. So you might want to have some people who can rush the passer. You don't want to put the proper contract. You don't want to sign this guy. Then I'm talking about your defense. Let's get to the offense. It took you forever to pay Jamar Chase. You could have paid him
forever.
You could have paid him a year ago before he damn near won the Triple Crown. And now the price went up. Then you still haven't paid T. Higgins. You put him on another franchise for some reason. Well, I don't know if you want offense or defense, but right now it doesn't seem like you want neither. The only person you paid was Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. And I would say you paid your line, but your line hasn't shown any type of positive effects.
Yep.
So I'm trying to figure out what is Cincinnati what are they doing? And this is also a thing I want to talk about also. We love to give Joe Burrow this high praise, which granted, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Can we say he elevate his team as much as Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Lamar?
I want to say he's still impactful, right? His numbers are still impactful. I don't want to put him up there with Pat, Josh, and Lamar, just because they really take control of the game and it feels like it. And even though I can compare probably Patrick Mahomes' offensive line to Joe Burrow's, that offensive line is absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
I think I seen a highlight play of Joe Burrow getting sacked in a preseason. I was just like, "What's going on here?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah,
What
they
is
don't look
going
too
on
good.
with this?
Yeah,
They don't even
right.
care."
Yeah, right now they don't look good as far as preseason wise. They don't look good.
And I doubt they'll look good regular season. But I think that also, of course, that's gonna, prohibit him from looking like those other guys. But I believe, his numbers they look great. Of course, he has Jamar Chase at the other end of any pass, so he can't. I think he has the opportunity to do it. It's just with the offensive line in front of him, it's just not going to help. And I don't think the front office is going to help him either because of how they treat everybody else, even their star players like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, or even their first round pick. It's just a mess over there. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree. And
it's a mess
then
over there.
Ravens obviously picking up Hopkins, picking up Malachi Starks, picking up Jair Alexander. I mean, their
Rich get
defense.
richer.
Yeah.
It's
It's
feeling
not
like
much
the
I yeah,
2018 Eagles.
yeah,
That's
I
what
was
it
about to say
sounds
it's not
like.
much I can say about bad about what the Ravens are doing. They stacked on offense and defense. So obviously I got the Ravens winning that division. I honestly got the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. Honestly, but I think this is the year they finally knock off Kansas City.
I
But
mean,
I
it feels
I, I
like.
see I
Go
see
ahead.
progress in Lamar as opposed to things that used to be more so his fault. This year he put the ball in Mark Andrews' hand. Mark Andrews just didn't catch it. I mean, I can't really blame that on him. He had some bad plays in that game. He did. But I'm saying at the end of the game when they needed him, he put the ball in the guy's hands. He just didn't catch it. And that happens sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not a good playoff run by Mark, but it's a team sport, so it falls on everybody. But there were some key plays where it would have put them in a lot better position. But I'm not mad at the take of them going to the Super Bowl. I think this would be the year for them. But also too, you gotta keep gotta keep that guy Josh Allen. Yeah, he's right there. He's like a large shadow, MVP last year. So um,
I believe Lamar should win MVP last year, if I'm being real.
yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that either. But yeah, you gotta remember that guy Josh Allen. He is another difference maker on the field. He's shown that he's only gonna continue to get better. I think that'll follow him into this year. So I do think that this year it will be between either the Bills or the Ravens taking that Super Bowl spot.
Damn, you gonna put Kansas City in there?
I like Kansas City, but from what I when we watched that Super Bowl last year, that last Super Bowl, it did not look good at all. And I think not only have people figured out the Kansas City's weakness, but I think also too the people that they need to make plays are no longer making plays, i.e. Travis Kelsey. I
They're
think
missing
he
Rasheed Rice though. Rasheed
say that one
Rice.
more time.
They're missing Rasheed Rice. Rasheed Rice is he could be huge for him.
No, for sure. But I'm saying Travis Kelsey was the guy. He's the guy that you go to. He's the guy in those vital moments. And in the playoffs, the guy kind of vanished. It was even worse than a Mark Andrews missing a pass or two. It was like he was not there, and I don't know what it was. I don't know, and I don't want to bring his personal life in, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But I just feel like he hasn't stepped up to the plate at all recently or in that last season towards the end, especially that playoff run. It was like, okay, we're looking for him. Where is he? Where's that, that typical duo of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey that we've seen on these playoff Super Bowl runs? They've always had that. And this season, it didn't feel like that. And I don't see that getting back to where it was. And cool, they can start leaning on who is it? Who they
Rasheed
pick up?
Rice, they got Hollywood Brown also.
Yeah, Hollywood Brown. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna count you. But Rasheed Rice, I got you. Who's the running back? Pachuco.
Pacheco.
Pacheco.
Yep.
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 Okay. Cool. Great, you have those weapons, but I don't think that's enough. I think you need a little bit more, and I feel like they don't have that player yet. Rasheed Rice can be that player, and he made a lot of huge plays for them, and I think he can be that player. But I still think the effect of Travis Kelce not being that large of an impact, especially in the postseason, hurt them a lot. And I don't think that gets any better moving into this year, especially seeing how many pieces Baltimore picked up
Yeah.
over this offseason.
I agree. I agree. That's why I say I got them too. But since you kind of already gave your take anyway, we're coming up on 3 minutes left, so we're just gonna do this quickly. AFC East, thoughts on AFC East. This is just quick thought. This is just a quick take because we both got Buffalo winning. It's not too much else to talk about in that division. You can talk about Miami if you want. Patriots as has-beens, of course. I think I think Sam might have timed out. So it's just me right here. I'm coming up on 3 minutes left on the show. So AFC East, I got Bills winning. Dolphins, I believe that we have to see what Tua can if Tua can stay healthy. Them concussions did not look good for the past few years. So it's about him staying healthy. I'm not even sure if Tyreek Hill is gonna be on that team at the end of the season, given all the stuff that's been going on with him and everything like that, as far as talking to the media, all that stuff. Patriots, I believe they're in rebuilding mode. There's not too much to expect from them. They just working on getting a QB, Drake Maybear, and also improving their defense and just making a team as far as trying to make the team whole again after, Bill Belichick left, Tom Brady left, everything like that. So they're just working on finding a new culture. And last but not least, you got the Jets, who I believe Jets could make the playoffs, could be a wild card team. We have to see what Justin Fields does. Justin Fields, I don't feel like we saw a full season of him since Chicago. And honestly, we haven't saw a full season of him since Chicago. And honestly, we haven't saw an organization believe in him that much. So the Jets said, here you go. They didn't pick up a backup QB or nothing like that. So they giving Justin Fields the keys to see what he can do. So I feel like this is his last chance to see, what he can possibly do and how he can possibly what type of QB he could be in this league. Now, if he doesn't play well, he will most likely be a backup QB for probably the rest of his career. He might get another shot like in about 2 years, but this is going to be the last thing that GM see for a while. So this season, it's on him. But yeah, I got the Bills winning the division. I'm coming up on my last minute, so I'm just gonna start winding down to end the show. I want to thank everybody for watching, everybody who did watch. Comment on anything y'all agree, disagree with, just let me know. I'll definitely do a better job of looking into my comments to see what's going on. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more coming for y'all. Yeah, I'm getting back into it. So I'm gonna be watching football. Y'all gonna see me with some basketball takes also. But I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'll be back next week. Next